I certainly can't say when the announcement is going to come or when it is going to be. There's a process that is followed for the appointment of commissioners, for the appointments of chief of staff, for the appointments of senior public servants. We have set up a Protective Services Commission whose responsibility it is. It's not a ministerial responsibility, it's the responsibility, the constitutionally bestowed responsibility of the Protective Services Commission to make the appointment of a new Commissioner of Police. The current Commissioner of Police continues in office until his retirement. He will not reach retirement age until in November. The Prime Minister and I have had discussions with the leadership of the force, and we have felt that it is important to have that level, to have both Commissioner Griffith and Deputy Commissioner Williams stay on until they reach retirement age. It is a practice, of course, over the years that people will take what they call pre-retirement leave. In fact, we have public servants who leave the job sometimes a year before because they've accumulated a year and sometimes ridiculously 2 years of vacation. And so they actually leave the job long before they reach the retirement age, and they go on something called pre-retirement leave. We feel that the level of skills of the individuals concerned are such that we want to retain them in the force for as much time as possible, and therefore we have asked them to stay on until in one case until the end of October, in another case, in the case of Deputy Commissioner, until the 18th of October. There's nothing unusual about that practice. It has happened before. In relation to the selection of Commissioner of Police, that office was advertised some months ago, and I have no lawful authority or responsibility for the police, for the Protective Services Commission, but my understanding is that interviews are scheduled in the very near future, so that I expect that in the shortest possible time they'll be able to make a recommendation as to who should take over the mantle of the Royal Barbados Police Force. But it is not a matter that requires any speculation. We have a significant cadre of fine individuals who currently lead the force. One of the things that this administration has taken seriously is the question of training police officers. As we speak, 5 police officers are currently doing immerse training with the Durham Constabulary in England. Our senior police officers have received very little training in recent years. There was a time when occasionally a senior officer would go to some place called Bramshill for training, but that hasn't happened. The last administration fell down tremendously in that. So we are now trying to fill a deficit, but we are satisfied. We just appointed assistant commissioners, a cadre of fine officers. So I think the leadership of the force is going to be in very safe hands.